for more on consumers kicking off this holiday season. I mean, Kelly just gave us the numbers, but today is Cyber Monday, so we could see an additional $14+ billion spent online today. Let's bring in Strategic Resource Group Managing Director Burt Flickinger to discuss. Burt, I mean, you are so tapped into the pulse of the consumer and the retailer. How are we doing?
We're doing great, Lauren, and the Lauren Simonetti Fox Business News exclusive is the reason they're taking on more debt, even though they have record debt, is with the union workers, presidents, and shop stewards I work with. They're getting record amounts of overtime because of record amounts of consumer buying. So at time and a half and double time, their paychecks will be much bigger. So they'll be actually able to pay down debt in December and January, where that wasn't a consideration a year ago. So they're buying more and getting better quality and greater gifts for family and friends.
But you're still saying they're taking on debt. If you look at the numbers at the end of the third quarter, Americans' total credit card debt averaged $1.23 trillion. Are you going to make the T, $1 trillion? So can we not afford what we're buying?
We can't afford what we're buying, but with overtime and a record-breaking economy, we'll be able to take down about $100 billion in debt between now and January, and another $100 billion in debt in the first quarter. So we should have peaked in terms of consumer credit card debt, and also with more jobs, particularly in production, and with the Trump tariffs and more record amounts of exports worldwide, that's going to stimulate the economy, as well as you've reported so well for so long, that immediate depreciation of capital goods. So we're going to have an economic renaissance, and from an economic renaissance, an economic requiem. So that's going to pay down a lot of debt. Still a consumer crisis in terms of 70% of consumers cash and credit constrained, as you've reported, but we're at the peak. We're not getting worse, we're getting better.
Okay. I like the optimism, but it might stop with this report. Buy now, pay later. It's everywhere. Every time you go to checkout, that's an option. And it's not just low-end or low-income shoppers that are using it. Morgan Stanley finds, look at this, 38% of households earning between $100,000 and $150,000 a year are using it. So that's not really low income, and they're increasingly using it for the holidays. Are you concerned?
Very concerned, and what I'm really concerned with, Lauren, is we always use the Sun Belt as the barometer for the rest of the U.S. and the rest of the world. And when we were doing a case, we detoured to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame in Indianola, Mississippi, where they have payday loans, trailer loans, second car loans, second mortgage loans.
Now they have buy now, pay later.
Yeah, and people are losing his or her home, apartment, car, lease, and apartment.
That's widespread,
within
Burt.
2 to 3 years, and is spreading from the south, Lauren, to the north, and nationally and internationally, and it's a real cause for concern.
So how does buy now, pay later work? You can interest-free installments, like let's say you buy something for $100, $25, $25, $25, $25. What if you miss a payment?
You don't miss a payment the first time because you don't have to pay the first time. But after you miss a payment, you pay 30% interest. And as Shakespeare said, you can work your whole life and never pay off that debt.
Well, here's the Lending Tree survey. Look at this. 41% say they have paid late. They've essentially missed a payment this year, up from 34% last year. And that says it all.
What Lending Tree discloses, to your present point, Lauren, is they're paying a 30% interest rate, but they miss one payment. Their interest rate migrates to a higher 33 to 34% revolving interest rate. My father and I developed the first debit card, Instacart, credit card, and multi-card program in the United States. And the banks all committed that the most they would charge on revolving unpaid interest rate was 1%. Now it's 30%. The banks misrepresented the government, misrepresented the consumer, and everybody's paying a very tragic, painful price for families, businesses, et cetera.
Let's end on a high note. What are your winners for this holiday season?
Winners, Amazon, Alphabet or Google, Casey's General Stores, great retailer in the Midwest, TJX, greatest off-price player, client we work with worldwide.
And tariff-free. Their
Tariff-free,
inventory is tariff-free.
exactly.
That's what our previous guest said. Okay, and give me your stock losers for the holiday season.
Bergdorf Goodman, Saks, and Neiman Marcus. And
Why? The rich are rich and spending money.
They're spending money, but they have the worst computer systems, Lauren. So if you order online or go in store, it's complete chaos.
Really?
The reason, Lauren, is they don't have smart, bright, great leaders like you and other women who would run the company right. So it's run by a bunch of old Caucasian corporate executives who are men, where women make 80 to 90% of the decisions. So luxury should be at its all-time peak. We work in luxury all over the world, from the Middle East to Europe, to the Americas, to the Asia Pacific. And men have been wrecking luxury for 40 years. And if they let women run luxury, luxury would be the best sector, with the exception of Bernard Arnault. We worked on the Tiffany deal, and Tiffany is going to be a big breakout for LVMH, along with the other LVMH and luxury brands in the upcoming year.
Burt, that was enlightening. I did not know basically anything that you just shared with our viewer. We thank you. And I know this is your Super Bowl season, so we'll let you get on your way and hopefully to the mall.